Давай, прямо.
Ангар вот так вот прямо объезжайте между ангарами, направо и сразу вниз.
Там КамАЗ, пацаны увидят.
Хорошо.
Гидрант есть вот возле зоны, возле женской, там где Юлька сидела.
I'm a fire chief of 11 fire station in Charkov city, and my regular work and just I'm going to the fire station every day, even on Saturday and Sunday, to making shift changing, and like almost was nothing, just regular fire station, 2 fire engines, 1 fire ladder on the line, and 2 fire engines reserve. So that's our fire station, like working 60 people under my command and 4 shifts. We're working like 24 hours at fire station and then 72 at home. When the war started, I told you, like 2 days before, 1 day before, it was some attention in the air, but it wasn't any panic. So people didn't buy food, didn't buy water, nothing. Like, you know, like, hey, it's impossible to like make this war in the 21st century. And who Putin? It's Russia. We've been fighting against Nazi together, so it's impossible. What kind of crazy people should go there? And we also thought like, hey, like it's impossible also because if he will send the troops to Ukraine, probably soldiers will say, hey, we will not go. Like we're speaking the same language, like what's the problem? But no, it happened, and yeah, I heard like, I know, is it true or not? Probably they just was afraid to tell truth, but all Russian soldiers was being captured. We didn't know we go to war, it'd be saying it's just learning, it's tactical, and when they have a question, hey, so the Ukrainian signs on the road doesn't mean for you nothing, you are military with armed, with everything on the other territory, you're so stupid, you don't understand it's war. Oh yeah, I didn't understand, so probably they just want to save.
Все, подъехал, возле пиротехники, уперся в цистерны. Жду команды. Не, дальше еще, дальше пиротехники ехать.
Надо выехать в цистерны, ехать дальше.
Все, сейчас разгоню цистерны, приеду.
All of them professionals, like we are professionals, all firefighters professionals, so we have a special gear, we have a special equipment, we're trained, we know how to avoid the danger, how to do our job correctly. But in first week, firefighters was really kind of scared. You can see it, you can read it from the eyes, that you are going to the fire truck and you don't know if it will hit you or something, because it's not usual danger for us. So it's like you go in somewhere and you can be hit again by a rocket, you can hit again by something. So because it was really massive, so you just go in, boom, you're going like boom. So it's like there was big afraidness of it, but probably next, it was first week, maybe 2 weeks, then they kind of adjust to it, used to it. We just, okay, if it will be, like it will be, we cannot change nothing. And the biggest problem was that I still have 2-3 trucks on the line. Our chiefs immediately changed the shift. we started to work not 1-3, we started to work 2 days, to 48 hours at station, 48 hours at home, and it was all trucks on the line because it wasn't enough forces for us. It wasn't enough trucks, it wasn't enough people, so also people been working in this schedule, so like, overtime, all this.
Лом возьмите, пацаны!
А?
Лом возьмите!
Возьмем. Возьмите на вашей стороне лом.
Start to shell and missile the North Saltivka, so almost this department is divided. So we had 50 fire trucks in the city center, and then they hit Saltivka. 25 of them go to Saltivka, and also I've been called to Saltivka, and then we go, and it's not like it's only one apartment. So I come in, on the left side is a 9th-floor building, and this was on the 6th floor was a fire apartment, but it's almost like whole fire from the apartment. On the left side there's a building's 9th floor fire, and like another building, so 6 different fire apartments in the one area when I've been called, and I have on the 3 trucks, and I see like some unconscious people on the street. Like you need to understand, it's like evening time, it's like everybody like walking. Yeah, there is a war, but people still walking and going.
3 окна пробиты насквозь.
Скрывать?
Ну, я посмотрел, это кухонный. Все, уже 4 красивые.
Рыбалка 40.
Там с самого краю справа сверху.
Идите просто отсюда. Нога. Снимай уже.
День рождения когда? Не уехали.
Всех забрали?
Да, всех забирали.
Через дыру там пролазил, но если срезать болгаркой замок, то можно. Там через второй свободно можно. Но срезать замочек. Почему?
Вот там далеко.
The fire on Barabashova, there was 48 hours, something like that. It was the most massive fire in my life I ever seen. And it's the first time in my life when we are leaving area which burning, just leaving it. So like long story short, we come in there and there was a strike, like grad or something, not like just one strike, like this. And of course, Barabashova is one of the biggest markets in Europe, probably. So if you go there, you can find everything, like clothes, stuff for home, for cars, just almost, it's impossible don't find there something.
Что там линию тянешь? Там получится, не получится. Там линию наращиваете. Давай, играй, сейчас встречу.
To extinguish, and there was air alarm and our fire chief, so everybody undercover, and two firefighters wasn't so fast. One been hit by shrapnel in the chest, another one in the shoulder. It's not from my fire station, it's from 5th fire station. His name is Sasha, Alexander. So the firefighters put him in the truck, tried to put him to the hospital, but he died in the truck. And another one almost lost his hand, but I know doctors, maybe, to be honest, I can't remember. I probably asked about did he save his arm or not. But in Kharkiv, the 4 firefighters died. In Ukraine, more than 40 already, and 5 of pyrotechnics for whole war and time. And I know Barbarzyńskiej was really huge. I mean, our chiefs is very good. Like they have, big professionals. They have a very big experience, like 30, 40 years in the fire departments, and they really extinguishing the fire. So they are good, made a good logistics. So we just go there and done our job. But also big problem was there was no water, because just 3 days ago or 2 days ago before this they hit Kachetok. We have a Kachetok. It's like we have a водохранилище, like big artificial lakes made for the water to go to the cities. So, and they hit these engines which make this pressure in our whole city system. So we didn't have enough water in the fire hydrants. So it also was a problem. So need to go there, take water, come in back. But anyway, we saved almost 2/3. No, saved probably 70% of the market, but 30% totally burned.
Может сюда? Давай сюда, ставь. Ставь. Может раскинуться от середины рынка. Подожди, отойди. Все. Поехали. Поверху лезь, дай ко мне, сюда встань. Назад подошли, назад. Пацаны, главное, чтобы сюда, вот это, хотя бы чтобы это не взялось. Видите, потому что на гидранте стоят, хотя бы слева в крайне давайте идти. И там уже тоже пизда, блядь. Они уже начали гнать, а то оно туда, блядь. Там уже надо туда с этого там. Давай. Может сюда машину загнать на перекачку как-то от гидранта. Где самое безопасное место, блядь?
We use our bottles for 30 minutes, then we don't have oxygen, don't have air anymore, and we just drop them, and the whole city was in the Barbarzyńskiej, like, I don't know, maybe 60 trucks, something like that. And I mean, there was so much smoke. It's like really first time in my life. No, firefighters know who is working. They know, like, after good fire, you're still walking in the smoke, and when you be like this, it will be something black from your nose. But it's first time when I'm after Barbarzyńskiej, I came to my fire station and I started like coughing, and there is no white stuff from it, just totally black, like nafta, like. And I will, holy shit, probably I will have cancer much faster than it used to be.
Тут надо стараться вправее брать. Оно правее, распространяется вправо. Влево уже пизда, оно правее. Сейчас на моей ту хуйню отбили, просто каждый закончить надо хотя бы стой. Оно чтобы не пошло сюда, и все, чтобы защитить уже эту полностью тему. Ну смотри, иди сюда. Не знаю, ты вот открылся сейчас. Ну да.
Graves have like one body, two bodies, sometimes families, sometimes one time what I seen by my own eyes, there was a grave of the 19th Ukrainian soldiers, and all of them didn't have genitals, and all of them didn't have they didn't have nothing except of the uniform. So no boots, no socks, nothing. They just took everything and cut everything. Like I don't know, like why. And I hope they was dead when they were doing it. And it was also bad stuff when we understand that if you see like young bodies, like kids or people, like adults, it means they probably didn't died because of the just normal deaths. It was some, kids was usually with a shrapnel. Probably nobody tortured kids. I don't know what coroners will find out later, but some like women didn't have some of them didn't have like wrists, fingers. Almost 70% of men didn't have genitalia. I don't know what's the problem with that, but this was like this. And there was a very awful grave. It was probably family. Maybe they've been in the truck. Maybe they've been hit by something. But it was like body like this size, body like this size, and woman for sure, and the man. But because the man, it was, we can understand also because of the other parts, because without nothing there. So, and you need to understand it. Like the smell is of course awful when you're doing it, and then. When we exhumated this, but we done it like 100 bodies a day. So it wasn't not 400, it was more. But 100 bodies, and it goes like this. We came there like they asked do it firefighters because coroners asked to do it as much fast as we can because the rain all the time, and they don't want to spoil any evidence. Evidence, right? Yeah. So they ask us to work fast as we can. So you go, you have a police guy nearby you, you have a coroner, and you have a writer guy who is writing everything because working very fast. We have shovels and just dun 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 dun. Then he said stop, please, and then he tried very carefully to see, so we don't cut nothing like with the shovel. And he is saying what he see, and after we are listening what he's saying, we also started to notice, because it's not like body in your usual understanding what body is when you go to the funeral. It's half decomposed body. Sometimes when we just moving them, the flesh stays in your hands, so it's like not pretty good. But when you're hearing what the coroner saying, you also can understand like what he's seen, and you can analyze other bodies. So we used to see dead people. We used to see dead people after because of smoke, because of fire. But kids, it's always, even the peacetime. When you see the dead body of the kid, of the little girl, little boy, it's always very emotional. But then you see like just massive, and this was very hard. But then, like I don't know, like we kind of used to it, but it wasn't so massive. It was my biggest, strongest memory for probably all life. Like, I just couldn't understand, like, why, for what reason. Like, okay, war is war. Goal is to military objects. Like, they are soldiers. They are prepared. Like, let's do real war. Why do we need to hit the sleeping area? There is no alibi for this. I mean, just sleeping area. Just people with the kids living there and nothing. That was my very big shock.